All right, everybody, welcome back for another ARC guide. In this guide today, I just want to show you guys my personal mod list. These are the mods that I run in ARC every time I play single player, and I just want to show these to you guys. These are my 100%. I recommend all of these. These are fantastic mods. I'll go through them one by one, and that way it can give you guys kind of an idea if it's something that you guys would like to use. All right, so the first one, let's just start from the bottom. First one is Structures Plus. I'm pretty sure most people are familiar with Structures Plus. It basically just makes building a lot easier. Things can float in Structures Plus, which, right, you can't do in regular Arc. If you take out like a wall, everything else will collapse. It makes crop plots snap really easily. Just different things like that. It also adds some automation tools like item collector and a farmer and a gardener. Yeah, Structures Plus adds a lot of automation and just makes building a whole lot easier. Snapping stuff is easier. It removes a lot of the headaches and little details that you have to remember when you're building an arc. All these little rules that you have to remember, it just gets rid of all of that and makes building much simpler. So yeah, Structures Plus. The next one I wanted to go over was Awesome Spyglass. So Awesome Spyglass, it basically allows you to zoom in like a regular spyglass, but it doesn't obstruct your view. Like it doesn't put you into a little like scope per se. It just zooms in your camera so you can see things up close, and it will give you full details on the dino. So it'll tell you its level, if it's tameable, and it tells you that it's tameable by knockout. And then these values in parentheses are how many levels went into that stat. So this Dodo that's level 4 had 1 point in health, 1 point in oxygen, 1 point in weight. And where is that last point at? Huh, I don't know. That's a weird screenshot. But below that, you can see this gives you also the taming recommendations. The bottom is the best, right? So it's only going to take you 1 basic kibble to tame this dodo, 7 veggies, 9 mehos. It's a fantastic mod. As you can see, it also lets you see supply caches. So if you have it on and you look at a bag on the ground, it'll tell you everything that's in it. And it also works with supply crates, so it will tell you exactly what's in there. BP in parentheses obviously means blueprint. All right. The next super important mod is Dino Storage. This is basically easy cryopods, right? It will tell you all these different stats on your dino, like its HP, stamina, etc., etc. It'll tell you its stats, just like it does in Awesome Spyglass, and it will tell you mutations, and it will tell you if it's from the mother or from the father. I'm going to demonstrate all of these in game, but you can craft like a little gun, and that way you can just shoot and pick up different dinos. But I'll demonstrate all of these in game as well. Just stick around for that. This one's super simple, straightforward. Marnie mods just adds different hairstyles to the game, make your characters look a little bit better. Okay, this next mod. This one is not as straightforward, but custom dino levels. Adjust the levels of the dinos in your game. And to give you an example here, so on regular maps, the level distribution looks like this. So you will run into way more level 10s, level 15s, level 20s than you will level 150s, 145s, etc., right? And what rag levels means, this is short for Ragnarok, the map. And so the Ragnarok distribution looks like this. You get a bunch of dinos in this cluster, and this one, and this one. And if you go to, this one's my favorite one, equal levels, and it just tries to balance out the distribution of the levels. So basically, you can see 150s just as commonly as you can see level 5s or level 10s. And so it just makes it easier to look for high level dinos. There are certain maps in the game, like the island. Well, essentially all the story maps, the island and Scorched Earth and Aberration, so on, they have really poor level distributions, and they're infamous for having really low level dinos. And here's another distribution. If you want to just make high levels really common, you can do something like this. But basically, you can adjust it so you can get dinos on all your maps that have equal levels or so on and so forth. You can basically fix the poor leveling that's in the story maps, which is fantastic. The next mod I want to talk about is Best Eggs. Now, I love this mod. This mod is extremely simple and straightforward. What it does, oh, there's a ton of videos here. All right, so what it does is you can set it to automatically pick up eggs within its vicinity, and then you can click on that egg in the inventory. It'll recognize the parents that the egg came from, the male and the female, and you will be able to set the dino's gender. It also says you can set the colors, which is interesting because I haven't seen that option. But you can set the dino's gender, and you can click. There's an option on the screen that says "Make Best Egg," and it will make your dino. Oh yeah, here we go. I've never seen this. This is interesting. Anyways, you can make your dino have the best stats out of the two parents. Because the way stat distribution works when you're breeding is the stats of the baby that comes out of the egg aren't completely random. It's either it gets the stat from the father or from the mother. So it's health stat, it could be from the father or the mother. Oxygen stat, father or mother. Weight stat from the father or mother. And it's completely random. And what this does is it recognizes what stat is best between the father and the mother and automatically gives the best one to the child in the egg. So basically you can get the best roll, the best RNG possible on your dino eggs every single time. It makes it so it makes mutation breeding a lot cleaner because you can get two parents with exactly equal stats, so you know when you're going to get a mutation. And this will also display mutations as well and show them to you when you look at eggs inside of here. Another mod that I really love, but this one is a little bit more controversial, is the upgrade station. Now, the upgrade station, essentially what it does is it removes the need to hunt down supply drops. What you can do is you can put any item in. These are some old screenshots. The HUD is updated for the modern HUD in the game. But you can put in things like crossbows, shotguns, whatever you need, and you can upgrade them to do more damage just like a blueprint would. And you can turn those upgraded weapons into blueprints so you can make more of them. I'll demonstrate this in game, but it is a fantastic tool. I really enjoy it. It makes it so you don't have to spend hours just hunting for a shotgun blueprint, so you can go fight Rockwell and Aberration, right? Makes things simpler. This next mod is super straightforward. There's only one picture because it is extremely simple. Auto engrams. Basically, every time you level up, instead of getting engram points and picking and choosing what you want, every time you level up, it just gives you all the engrams on that level. Just automatically does it whenever you level up. So you don't have to worry about unlocking engrams over and over again. And if you take a mind wipe tonic to redistribute your levels, let's say for crafting skill, you don't have to re-unlock all your engrams again. The final mod I use is Creature Finder Deluxe. Now this simplifies the game quite a bit because what you can do is you can search any of the dinos that are on the map and it will show you exactly where every single one is and what level it is and what gender it is. So you can find anything you need. This also works with alphas, as you see Alpha Raptor, Alpha T-Rex, Alpha Carnos over here as well. It works with alphas, so you can find everything you need to that, and so you can find all the tributes you need to fight bosses. And whenever you click on one and then you exit out of this menu, it will give you a HUD indicator of exactly where it is and how far away it is. This is extremely useful if you've played Ark for a long time and you're just sick and tired of looking for dinos. Anyways, I'm going to hop into the game now and show you these mods. All right, we are in my current single player world on the center. And the first mod I want to show you guys in game was the awesome spyglass. We will go in the same order that we did in the Steam workshop page. So the awesome spyglass, you can see it on my hotbar, it's number 9. So if you activate it, what you can do is if you right click, on PC at least, you can zoom in just like a spyglass, but it doesn't obstruct your view like a spyglass. What you can do is you can see, it gives you basically the tech helmet HUD, where friendly dinos will be in a green outline, wild dinos will have a white outline on them, and hostile dinos will have a red. I think yellow is also in the game, and it is for dinos that are like fleeing from you. Alright, so as you guys could probably already see just from me walking around, it will tell you the stats of your dinos. So let's look at this RG here. We can see that it has 43 points in health, 50, and the second number is 15 times that I applied a level up to it. So 54 in weight, and 4 level ups in weight, 46 in melee, 1 level up in melee, different things like that. Tells you the stats, tells you his tame, tells you the tribe it's in, different things like that. You can zoom in on this Bronto. It's level 30. It has got no points in health. Wow, that is interesting. But it has 7 points in stamina, 2 points in weight, so on and so forth. So this is really useful, especially when you're flying around. You can get on your dino and fly around and see everything. You can see all the dinos, spot them immediately, like that Pteranodon. And all you have to do is hover your crosshair over it and it'll switch. We were on that trike. And we can switch over to the, oh, we got a whole cluster of stuff down here. The Rex down in there. Bronto down in there. Anyway. So that is the awesome spyglass. It is super useful. Alright. The next mod I wanted to show off was Dino Storage. So, for Dino Storage, you have a couple different things. You have a terminal that you can store your dinos in. I hardly ever use this. But you also have this soul trap. So the soul traps, it just takes 1 crystal and you get 2. And then you have the soul gun, which lets you suck up dinos. So, like for instance, I can put this on. Oops. I can just put that on. And like, I can get my Pteranodon and it will automatically put him inside one of the soul traps that's in my inventory. You can do the same thing with that. And then if you hit R, it'll swap over to your individual dinos. So we can throw out, boom, there's our Pteranodon, here's our Angelo, right? And so it's essentially cryopods, but a lot more convenient. It is super useful. You don't have the cryo sickness. Again, I'd recommend this only for single player. This is kind of OP for multiplayer. There might be a setting to enable cryo sickness on this, so that way it's not super crazy OP. But yeah, you can suck up dinos that way. Just it's easier cryopods. Alright, the next mod I wanted to show to you guys is the hairstyle mod. So you can use your scissors, and then you'll just notice if you come through here, you just have way more options on your hairstyle. So you can, you know, essentially get exactly what you want. It's awesome. It's super straightforward. Just adds more hairstyles to the game. Makes your character look a little less caveman-esque, you know. I don't think the art characters ever look that great. That's why I always play in first person, or I'll keep my helmet on if I'm in third, because yeah, he doesn't look. At least my character doesn't look super great. Anyway, maybe you guys are better at crafting nicer looking characters. Alright, the next mod that I showed you guys in the workshop was custom dino levels, but it is not anything that I can show you in game. It just changes the level distribution of wild dinos. So yeah, I can't really demonstrate that, but what I can show you is the next mod, Best Eggs. So Best Eggs, here we go, we have it here. So you can, this will auto gather eggs. You can set it up right here. Auto gather, and you have a bunch of different settings here. Gather water eggs, bloodstalker eggs, shows you the range. It's pretty far. Covers basically my entire base. You go in here and you click on an egg. Oh, that one's already made best egg, or all these made best egg. These are all best egg. All right, this is not. Oh, here we go. That's a cool one to show you. Here we go. Here's one. So. All of these are best eggs because I had 2 matching parents. But essentially what you can do is if you have an orange number like this means we have a mutation here. So this will come out at 38 instead of 36. Another important thing is if you come down here to the bottom and go toggle details, you can change the colors. You can show the line from the mother, the line from the father, and other dinos in the area. This just gives you a lot of options. So anyway. That is Best Eggs. It will auto pick up eggs, and you can make, it'll show you your mutations, and you can make perfect statted based off the stats between the 2 parents. Alright, the next mod I wanted to show you guys is the upgrade station. So here is the upgrade station. There is a metal variant and a primitive like a stone and wood variant. And so the metal variant, but what you can do is you can get, let's see, let's do the crossbow. You go into crossbow, click attempt upgrade. You see that? It jumped to ascendant. But what did it cost? It costed, here, I'll show you. So like, let's take this fur chest piece. Upgrade. Ah, here we go. So it upgraded. But now, if I try to upgrade it again, it says you need 107 more pelt. So essentially, whatever materials you use to upgrade the item, so like for armor, you need what, hide and pelt and what, fiber? I don't know. But whatever items you need to craft an item, those are the items you need to upgrade it. And you need a lot of said item. So like for this, I'm to finish upgrading all these fursuits, I'm gonna need thousands and thousands of pelt. It costs a lot of materials to upgrade. See, we have what, 250 here, and it was not enough to upgrade this chest piece. So it costs quite a bit of materials to continue upgrading things. But then you can upgrade them, and then you can toss them into a blueprint station. And you'll lose your item, but you can turn it into a blueprint. That way you can just make more and more of it. You also have an augment station off to the side. And you can, let's see, you can make it so it provides more insulation from the cold or from the heat. You can make things do more damage. Different things like that. You can increase its durability. And I'm pretty sure these augments are infinite. You can just keep stacking these, but they do cost a decent amount of materials, and they don't give you a huge upgrade. Like damage upgrades, I think they give you like maybe 3 or 4% per upgrade, so they're pretty expensive to get just if you want to really climb. Obviously, with the upgrade station, it basically removes the need to go hunt down supply drops, right? Because instead of hunting for a good shotgun blueprint, I just gathered thousands and thousands of polymer. It literally cost maybe 3,000 polymer, and I upgraded my shotgun all the way to Ascendant. It costed what, metal and cementing paste as well, but the polymer was the biggest pain in the butt. Anyway, the next one that I don't think I can really demonstrate to you guys, but as you can see, I don't have any engram points. It says 0, and that's because every time I level up, so when I roll from 96 to 97, what it will do is it will just automatically give me all 4 of these. I won't get any engram points, but it will give me all of these. And then when I roll to 98, it'll give me all of this. When I roll to 99, all of this. And so basically, it unlocks your engrams for you, so you don't have to worry about it. Just one less thing you have to micromanage. Finally, the last thing is the creature finder. So if you hit Shift F8, then it opens up your creature finder, and you can look through here and look for, let's say we want a Basilo, okay? You can just click search, and it shows you every single Basilo on the map, and it tells you, if you click on these individual ones, this one's level 180, it's right there, that one's right there, that one's right there, so on and so forth. Let's say I want to tame this 180 female, I just leave it highlighted, and when I close this, as you can see, there it is. Here we go, here's a better contrast for you guys. It points exactly where it is. The distance updates as you get closer to it. It leads you straight to the dino, and it's pretty accurate within like 10 or 15 meters. So, you can find dinos pretty easy that way. If you're hunting for alphas, like Alpha Rexes, Alpha Carnos, it will show you those, and if none of them show up on the dino finder, then that means there's just none on the map. So you can do a dino wipe and try again. Also, if you just hit F8, let's see, let's get this frog. Also, if you just hit F8, it'll toggle the marker on your HUD. So if you just don't want to see it right now, you can close it. If you're like, oh, where's it at? I need a reminder, you can open it back up. And so you can just find stuff pretty easily. I would not recommend this for new players because it's kind of fun hunting down dinos that you need and like just looking at the spawn regions on a wiki and then trying to hunt them down. But if you've been playing this game a long time and you're just trying to speed up the process, you can use this. And you know, another rule that I made for myself too is that like on some of my playthroughs, I would only use the creature finder to find alpha dinos because I hate looking for alpha drops to spawn in bosses. And so I would go hunt down all my dinos, all my tames, but I would use the creature finder to find alphas specifically, and I wouldn't use it for everything else. I wouldn't use it for anything else. Anyway, so those are all the mods in game. I hope that helped and gave you guys a better idea for each mod. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it useful. All these mods are available on the Steam Workshop, and if you go and download any of them, please drop a like as well on the video. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. See ya.